Week 6 of the NFL season was insane, and as we approach week 7, here are 5 more things that you need to look out for this weekend. Now, the first thing that you need to look out for in week 7 is Shedeur Sanders. Now, for those of you that will remember, a few weeks ago, I asked the question, could we see Shedeur Sanders start for the Browns in London? Now, that did not happen, but 2 weeks later, I feel like it's beginning to get inevitable at this point. Last week, the Cleveland Browns' current starter, Dillon Gabriel, threw the ball for 221 yards, and that's pretty good, right? Well, no, because he threw the ball 52 times. And with 0 touchdowns to account for that game, it feels like the Cleveland Browns fan base has got little patience for Dillon Gabriel. And with the Cleveland Browns facing up against the Miami Dolphins team who are also down in the dumps, could we see perfect timing this time? Now, the second thing to look out for this weekend is, of course, NFL London. Now, last week's game between the Jets and the Broncos was a defensive standoff if we've ever seen one. But now looking forward to this week's NFL London game, moving to Wembley Stadium between the Jags and the Rams, it seems a bit more exciting. This year, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams have combined for 32 total touchdowns, with the LA Rams having the second most passing yards in the league. Brits will also be excited to see players like rookie Travis Hunter live in the flesh off the back of his Heisman season in college last year. This should be an all-timer of a game in London. Now, one thing that we need to ask moving into week 7 is, are the Panthers actually good? Panthers running back Rico Dowdle is setting the league ablaze this season in the absence of their regular running back Chuba Hubbard. In his last 2 games alone, Dowdle has got more rushing yards than Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, and Christian McCaffrey have got all season. But now with Chuba Hubbard awaiting a return, it seems like the Panthers might have the best backfield in the league this year. And it really makes you wonder, are the Carolina Panthers really that good? Their running game has been dominant, their offense is efficient, and they might be slipping under the radar as one of the most balanced units in the NFL this year. And now the Carolina Panthers have got the New York Jets up next, who allow the 6th most rushing yards per game in the league. Good luck, New York Jets fans. Now, the fourth thing that I want to talk about going into week 7 is nostalgic AFC. Now, if you looked at the AFC standings this morning, you would see the Colts, Steelers, Chargers, and Patriots occupying the top 4 spots. And for anyone as old as me, you will remember the days when these 4 teams were AFC powerhouses. Think back to the days of Peyton Manning launching deep balls in the RCA Dome, or Ben Roethlisberger dazzling fans in Pittsburgh. Or how about Philip Rivers' unique throws in San Diego, or Tom Brady dominating in Foxborough. But these days we talk about Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, and Drake May. And whilst Aaron Rodgers is closer to retirement than the others, it feels like us older folk are getting a nod back to a past life from the NFL gods. And that is the reason why we love the NFL for its parity, because teams aren't really down for long, unless you're a Cleveland Browns fan. And fortunes can flip in an instant, which is why the NFL is such an incredible league. And the fifth thing to ask going into week 7 is, do we even have any Super Bowl favorites? Because it feels like no one is really good in the NFL this year, and we are yet to see a great team pull away and be the team to beat. Because normally each year there is a clear best, but this year, no one really wants to take that mantle. The 2 teams with the best records are the Colts and the Bucks, but they haven't really won that convincingly to date. And everyone's preseason darlings, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills, have both lost back-to-back games where they've been put in their place by seemingly average teams. It feels like the most open season in a while, with no clear favorite and a Super Bowl opportunity just waiting to be grasped. But those are 5 more things to look out for going into week 7. What are your thoughts though? Comment down below and let me know. And as always, if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the NFL UK and Ireland YouTube channel. I've been American TJ, peace.